Yo, yo, yo! Alright, welcome back to my indie game devlog. Okay, so, I've had a lot of free time in the last week, and I've just sort of sunk all that time into the game, so this devlog is gonna be a little bit of a chonker. So, first and foremostly, this ground is just way too flat. It's boring and sucky. So I wanted to create uneven terrain. So you know, like hills, some drops and slopes, all that fun stuff. However, this meant that my entire movement system that I had created would just not function at all. The way my current movement system would work is when the player pressed a movement key, for example, right, the game would check one pixel directly in front of the player, and if any part of that player collided with the wall, it wouldn't allow the player to move. The problem with this is that if there was a slope next to the player, the collision system would detect the slope as a wall and stop the player from moving. But your boy managed to figure out a big brain way to fix this problem. Instead of one collision check, now there are two collision checks. If the player presses the right movement key, the system will, first check one pixel ahead, and if there's a wall collision detected, the system will then check one pixel above the first collision check, and if there is no collision detected, the game will move the player across one pixel, and then up one pixel. So, with this system, the player can now move across slope tiles, which is freaking epic. So the next step was to create a bunch of different pixel art for these slope tiles, and after a few hours, I had completed a tile set. Whew! Fucking look at that. Oh, look at those slopes. Fucking, you gotta love it. So anyway, I was running around my little starter area that I whipped up, and I was thinking, damn, this would actually be so sick if I could slide down this hill. So, that's what I did next. I started off by first drawing up a slide sprite. I didn't really mean for him to look so goddamn sexy though. Just look at him. Look at that man. It's fucking sexy. The next step was to animate him standing up from a slide position, and this took me a couple attempts to get right, but in the end, this was the final outcome. Very cool. Very smexy. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, this took a long time to implement. Like, some weird shit was happening while I was doing it, but here's what it looks like now. I gotta say, it looks spicy, it looks nice, it looks good. I'm pretty chuffed with it. I guess it just makes the movement a lot more dynamic and entertaining. So yeah. Anyways, this ground, I gotta say, it's just looking a little bare. You know, it needs some herbs, some spices. But don't you worry, cause you know what time it is. It's bloody vegetation time. Let's go. All right. So the first thing that I wanted to add was some bushes. So to create these, I first started with this little oval sort of shape with the dark green color, and just sort of worked my way up to a lighter green, just adding little random patches that in the end kind of looked like leaves. I did this process a few times till I had a nice assortment of bushes. The next thing I created was some flowers. So I firstly started off with this sunflower, then a mini sunflower, then this purple flower, and then two purple flowers. And lastly, I drew up some little grass sprites. With all the drawing done, I slapped these bad boys onto the game, and bam, sex. It really just adds a whole lot of something to the game. Just look at that. Look at that vegetation. Whew. Yeah. So with that, that's the end of devlog number 4. But don't worry. More content is definitely coming soon. As I said, I have a lot of free time, and I've already started work on some combat stuff, like a bow and an arrow and a sword. So I should be good. As always, if you liked the video, make sure you absolutely just fucking pelt that like button. Yeah, anyways, I'll see you guys in the next vid. Stay safe. Yeah, peace out.